Why do some people take control of their lives while others spend their time making excuses? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's discipline. The world is full of people who want to succeed, but few are willing to pay the price. They wait for the right moment, the perfect motivation, the easiest path. But here's the brutal truth: success has no shortcuts, only steps of sacrifice. Those with discipline don't rely on willpower, inspiration, or ideal circumstances. They do what needs to be done, every single day. Today, you'll understand why discipline is the only key to everything you want, and how to apply it to your life immediately. If you still think you need motivation to take action, you've already lost. Motivation is fragile. It comes and goes like the wind. One day, you're excited, ready to change your life. The next, you're tired, distractions show up, and everything goes back to the way it was. Those who only act when they feel like it never build anything great. An athlete doesn't train only when they're excited. They train because discipline outweighs fleeting emotions. They know their body will hurt, their mind will want to quit, but they keep going because they don't make choices based on feelings. They make choices based on what needs to be done. If you choose to rely on motivation, good luck. You'll keep starting and quitting, watching others achieve what could have been yours. The secret to success isn't in wanting, it's in acting, no matter how you feel. Now, ask yourself, will you keep waiting for motivation, or will you finally take control? Discipline isn't a gift, it's a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be trained every single day. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. The more you ignore it, the weaker you become. The world is full of wasted talent, brilliant people who never went anywhere because they never learned discipline. They wait for inspiration to take action, while true winners act first and feel later. A writer who writes every day, regardless of inspiration, finishes a book. An entrepreneur who works on their project daily, even when progress seems invisible, builds an empire. An athlete who trains even when exhausted becomes a champion. If you want to change your life, stop relying on motivation and start trusting in daily discipline. So the question is, are you willing to train your discipline, or will you keep waiting for the perfect moment that never comes? Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And like any skill, it must be trained. Small daily choices shape who you become. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel like it, your discipline strengthens. Every time you give in to laziness, it weakens. Stop negotiating with yourself. Don't ask if you feel like doing it. Just do it. If you wait for motivation, you'll never start. Set non-negotiable daily goals. What needs to be done will get done. It won't always be perfect, but it will be consistent. Start small, but never stop. 10 minutes of training today is better than a perfect workout that never happens. A beginner at the gym who starts with just 10 minutes a day builds a habit, and an unbreakable habit creates a new lifestyle. Discipline grows through repetition. The more you train it, the more unshakable you become. So the question is, will you build this muscle, or will you keep letting your mind control you? Comfort comes at a price, and that price is your life. Every time you choose the easy path, you become weaker. Every excuse, every delay, every time you say, "I'll do it later," is another chain keeping you stuck in the same place. The problem is that comfort feels safe. It convinces you that it's okay to wait another day, another week, another year. But while you're waiting, others are taking action. Think about how many opportunities you've lost because you chose laziness. How many projects never left the paper because you said, "I'll do it later." Now look at those who started, even when they weren't ready. They're reaping the rewards of what you let pass. If you want to grow, you must be willing to pay the price. Success demands sacrifice. So the question is, are you ready to step out of your comfort zone, or will you accept a life trapped in mediocrity? Discipline isn't about willpower, it's about systems. If you need motivation to take action, you've already started on the wrong foot. The key is to make discipline automatic. When something feels difficult, reduce the effort required to start. Instead of reading an entire book, read just one page. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout, do 5 minutes. What matters is getting started. Build habits by attaching them to routines you already have. If you drink coffee every morning, use that time to read. If you brush your teeth, do a few push-ups right after. Small, repeated actions shape your identity. And if something is holding you back, remove it without hesitation. Social media, TV, wasted time. These are energy drains that keep you stuck. Someone who reads a single page a day becomes an avid reader without realizing it. A beginner who trains for just 5 minutes eventually builds a strong body. The secret is consistency, not intensity. Discipline becomes part of who you are when you make it unavoidable. So the question is, will you structure your discipline, or will you keep relying on willpower that never lasts? Motivation fails, discipline stays. Every choice you make either strengthens your self-discipline or weakens it. Every time you take action, even when you don't feel like it, you become stronger. Every time you choose to procrastinate, you become weaker. The discomfort you endure today becomes the freedom you enjoy tomorrow. You can keep giving in to comfort, living on autopilot, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. Or you can decide to act now, train your discipline, and finally take control of your life. Discipline is the key to everything you want. Will you use it, or will you keep sabotaging yourself?